Good evening, and welcome to the Church of the Advent for the first concert of 2021. Not surprisingly, this is a concert without an audience. This is a live stream concert, and this is a very special concert. Here in front of me, I have all these beautiful bells, yet I will not be playing them. I am privileged and honored to know that Jane Patterson, whom you'll get to meet in just a moment, is going to play them. Jane is active with the Blue Ridge Ringers, a handbell choir in the upstate and western North Carolina. She is also a member of the same music club in which I participate and has a degree from Congress, a master's degree in composition. She's written quite a lot of music for handbells and plays the oboe and the piano, so she is quite talented. I've known Jane for quite some time, and Jane worked with our Advent Toners handbell ensemble when our bells were brand new back in 2017. Certainly this is a challenging time, but a hopeful time, and I feel that this music tonight will uplift your spirits as we get through 2021. Without further ado, I give you Jane Patterson.
In case you didn't recognize it, that was, it's an old shape note tune. The words to it are pretty much been, they're very popular. This hymn has appeared in just about every hymn book for the past 200 years. And it's still in a lot of hymn books today, and is a great tune. This arrangement was by solo ringer Christine Anderson, with a piano part by Anna Laura Page. For the next piece on the program, I would like to do an arrangement of It Is Well With My Soul. This hymn dates back from the late 1800s. It was written by Horatio Spafford. The hymn, by the way, is the words. The hymn is not the words and the tune, it's just the words. And then a tune it's look to find a tune that fits the words. And in this case, a tune was written for it by Philip Bliss, who wrote many, many tunes. And in conjunction with his partner, Ira Sankey, they published it in a book in the very late 1890s. Horatio Spafford wrote these words after the Great Chicago Fire of the 1890s, where he lost his home and his business and everything. And a couple of years after that, he lost his 4 daughters when they were sailing to Europe and their ship sank. So he had a lot of things, tragedies in his life. And he wrote this song to remind him of the blessings that he had and to have peace in his soul. trick is always getting them back in the right place. You're supposed to laugh here. The next piece I would like to play is a piece that is especially appropriate for Spartanburg. Not through any direct association, but just because of the name of the tune. Hymn tunes have names. And although we don't normally use the names when we talk about the hymn, sometimes we do, but very often different sets of words can be put to a given tune. This tune appears in the hymn book from my church, and in my church, the words that are put to it, the hymn that is set to it, is Israel, Israel, God is calling. It's not the one that most people know, though. The name of the tune is Converse, which is named for the composer Charles Converse. And the hymn that you probably know it as is What a Friend We Have in Jesus. those back home. The next piece I'd like to play is an arrangement of Jesus Keep Me Near the Cross. This is a hymn that was written by the great hymn composer Fanny Crosby, who wrote thousands of hymns, and many of which are still being used today. This is one of them. And this was set to a tune by William Dunn. And the two of them worked together with Philip Bliss and Ira Sankey, who did the It Is Well With My Soul that we played earlier. This, I'll explain what happens afterwards. You'll see. This is called a bell tree. And you can see that the bells are strung together by the handles. And it gets heavy. There are pieces that are written specifically for bell trees. And normally, if you're playing a bell tree piece and it has, the bell trees are a significant part of it, then you just put them together and you put them on a bell tree stand and let the stand hold the bells. This next piece actually started life as a piece for bell choir. And it's been a piece that I have enjoyed playing with many different bell choirs over the years. It is it's an arrangement of Beautiful Savior by Kathy Malkelbest, who lives out, I believe, Iowa, and is a prolific composer for handbells and really understands the instrument very well. And she recently published a collection of solo arrangements of various hymns. And when I saw that this particular arrangement was one of them, I said, oh my goodness, I have to get it and learn how to play it. So I have done so, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. For the last piece I would like to play tonight, it's another Fanny Crosby piece, but I think it's particularly, at least the title of it, I confess I don't know all the words, but the title of it and the tune of it has always struck me, and it seems to be especially appropriate as we deal with these times of COVID. In times of struggle and stress and pain and suffering, that we need to rely upon the anchors in our lives. And sometimes when those anchors are taken away, there isn't much left, or it seems there isn't much left. But the Lord is always there for us. And if we can remember that, we'll be fine. This is an arrangement by Patricia Sanders Coda of I Am Thine, O Lord. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Jane. Special thanks to Boyce Lawton and Ted Gage from our audiovisual team. As always, remember you are loved. God bless you.